Hello everyone, Ohio gozaimasu, irashaimase. Welcome to Ohio Anime, where the podcast that talks about anime. Even though it's not morning time, it is morning in Japan, so that's why we get away with the title here. Today's topic is going to be Kaiju number 8. That's our main focus. Season 2 has begun. We're a good chunk of episodes into that, so that'll be our main discussion. Before all that, though, we'll see if there's any new shows we've been watching, talk a little bit about that, and we'll do a little bit of housekeeping here for the podcast. But let's get Phil in here to start things off. How's it going?
Good. How about you, John?
Good. What's the new t-shirt you got there now?
This is an old one, actually. This is Twice from My Hero Academia. Yeah, fans of the show will recall. Nice. Very kind of goofy villain, but heart of gold, and viewers will know. Very sad.
Sure.
Sad end for this character. So, tragic.
You know, for those watching, I feel like you're missing an opportunity to dress that mannequin behind you in like fun anime things.
Oh,
True.
Although my wife will tell you my favorite article of clothing is a crop top. So this one kind of wearing
for you to wear, or
no,
okay,
not exactly.
No, it is kind of alluring back there. Honestly, it's a little bit teasing mannequin back there.
Yep.
Yeah. Very good. Well, I'm glad you could be here again this week. A couple weeks ago, we had our talk about Lord of Mysteries.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That went well.
Yeah,
people seem to be into that show.
Yeah,
so we'll have to get back into
definitely
continuing on that soon.
I watched it back, John, and I was like, sorry, I should get closer to my mic here. Can you hear me? Okay, that probably doesn't. That's fine. I watched it back, and I had said like, we can just do an end of season show, but that show did so well. Apparently people want more. So maybe a show every 3 episodes is good.
It's tough to plan out. People should let us know what they prefer, but
seems popular.
I try to think about like how when I'm looking for something, it's. There's just going to be those times where the videos you see available, they're too far ahead from you. And so you don't want to watch that because it's full of spoilers. So like ultimately, normally I'd rather whatever I'm watching, they be behind me than me ahead of them. So covering it in smaller pieces,
Sure.
And then of course, when it's all done, then it's nice to watch something that this kind of discusses the whole thing. But it depends on how in the minutia you want to really get.
I was just going to say that.
It
kind of depends on do we want it to be more of a halfway through end of season review of a show, or more like a deep dive on episodes and like parsing through very specifics? Because really, if you're just giving kind of a broad overview, you don't have to get into that many detailed spoilers.
Sometimes, yeah.
Right. Sometimes, yep. Or not, But then, when we did all those podcast episodes on the last season of Demon Slayer, and we did like an episode like an episode of podcast per episode of Demon Slayer, and that was perhaps unnecessary. Like, look in hindsight, it might have been more, not enough. I don't know. Well,
it was probably every 2 episodes, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no wrong answer, right?
It depends on the show, like Lord of Mysteries. A lot of things are complicated. Things are happening,
Definitely.
Weird things, different, if every 3 episodes is basically the continuation of a battle, then you maybe don't, then you can wait a little longer,
100%. Yep.
So,
Yep.
I think,
Lord of Mysteries?
I'm not. No,
you're not. Okay.
I think I'll probably do like last time and watch a few back to back before we get into it. But I think the way it's looking, we got to cover Don to Don next, so we don't get too far behind on that.
Yep. Have
And
you caught up on
I'll
Don
be back. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. I caught up on Kaiju. That's what I did. So.
Okay. That's fine.
And-
It's all good. You got like little teeny kids. I get it. But the most recent episode of Don to Don, I was like, ooh, this is quite good. It was
Okay.
that. I mean, I can tell you without. I mean, it's you're not gonna have it's not a spoiler. You've read the manga way farther than we are.
Yes, but
episode where they have,
for others,
Sorry, no, we're right. But it's not. Sorry.
Just for anyone else that hasn't.
Sure, it's not really a spoiler, but it's like the Kabuki episode or whatever, when they bring those like musicians in to try to do
okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
exorcism.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It was so good. Just the animation and the
Okay.
music and the colors and it was awesome.
Good.
The whole season.
That's good because any of this that can be exciting this is my like least favorite arc in all of the manga. So
yeah, no, I think they're doing a pretty good job with it.
Good.
And then this is about, I think I'm about where I thought I'd read farther ahead in the manga, but I'm about probably in the anime where I left off in the manga. So like I found out at the end of the last episode, you find out some interesting details about that family who, I'll just say that, like the matriarch is in the woods and she shows her true colors, shall we say. And I was like, oh, I'd forgotten that. Like I didn't even remember that. So maybe I never did read it. So it's getting pretty wild and weird, but I'm here for it. So.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, I don't know. Next week might be, normally we do every other week, regular podcast, and then anime one. Yep. But our technical director is gone next week. So we either do just a podcast live sort of discussion or just go right into Don to Don.
Good.
And then regular podcast and then back to Lord of Mysteries. So it's kind of.
I'd be able to do that. I'm caught up on Don to Don. So.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we're doing good covering like, right now at this point it's like 3 series kind of in chunks, keeping going with that. And then we'll have a few series like to like finish, like talk about the whole season at once or something like that, because I do plan to keep going on To Be Hero X,
nice,
gotta jump back into that. So
I'm actually behind. So you might, have you seen any of the episodes about Lucky Cyan yet? Lucky Cyan. She's like a singer.
I don't think so. Well, no, because you're into like the tournament thing or something, right? You were talking about that before. Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even before the tournament. Is Lucky Cyan. She was like grew up in an orphanage and survived a plane crash. No, okay, yeah.
I really didn't. I was really not expecting this sort of structure. Every few episodes, like, oh, we're talking about a different person now.
It threw me off at first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was missing something when it first shifted. I was like, did I pick the wrong episode? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, no, it just totally switches to a new person. It's like every 3 episodes, sometimes every 2 episodes.
Right.
And the that main dude with the slick back hair and the cool yellow glasses, who's in main dude in the opening.
Okay.
He has hardly been in it. I mean, I guess I'm not caught up yet, but I thought he was the character from the first 3 episodes, the one who like became the hero that died. And then, he had that big traumatic event at the end of that last the end of the 3rd episode before it switched to a new character. And you're like, oh, it changes every 3 episodes. I thought that was going to be him who had like a mental breakdown after what happened with his girlfriend and was like just had to completely change his style, but it's a completely different person, I think, that we haven't really been introduced to. Now, granted, I'm not caught up. I'm probably 3 or 4 episodes behind at this point, so maybe they've introduced a lot more. I was actually thinking of watching it on Friday night, doing like a binge and watching like 3 or 4 episodes. So
sure. Yeah, I thought that was the same person too. That really was quite the shock he had at the end of his little bit. Oh, man, that's
wild stuff going on. I think it's going to be.
But yeah, that's why that's why it's kept me, because as they shift it, every story's been good.
Yeah.
Every person's backstory and up and coming has been good.
Yep. It's all very compelling. I mean, so you're like, oh, I want to keep coming back. I only fell off because I'm just watching so much other stuff, and Dana doesn't watch that one, so we've been watching a lot of we finally caught up on Witch Watch, which has been really good. It's goofy at times, but generally it's moving forward at a pretty nice pace. And then we started a show called Ruri Rocks, which is like a family-friendly show about a high school girl who gets into mineralogy kind of randomly because she likes jewelry and stuff, and then she goes out searching in the woods because her parents are like, well, we found these crystals one time on a hike, and she goes out and she runs into this graduate student at the local university so she's like a older college age woman who is like a geology student, graduate student. And she's like, well, if you want to find gems, I know how to you're going all about it all wrong. She kind of takes her under her wing, and then she develops this love for mineralogy. Dana loves searching for agates, on the Great Lakes and stuff, where we're near the Great Lakes, and so whenever we're up there by Lake Superior, she likes to hunt for agates. So she was like, oh, great, this is awesome, and it's really well done. So it's just a cute, very cute slice of life, kind of science-y anime.
And then she's going to learn extra on, learn more techniques and spots.
Exactly. So it's pretty cool. So I haven't watched as much as some of those. I mean, I've been keeping up with Lord of Mysteries, Dandadan, Clevitas that I talked about last time.
Okay.
Kaiju No.8. Gachiakuda. I forgot to mention that last time, but that's that show I told you about. It's guy who gets thrown into basically a gigantic dump who has to survive against trash beasts and stuff. It's quite good. It has an interesting animation style. It reminds me of God, I don't even know, but it has super heavy animation. I feel like the lines.
But it's something older. It feels like something. It feels like something a little older.
Yes, it feels a little older.
Yeah.
But it's quite well done. So these are the main ones I've been watching.
Okay.
Yeah, Summer maybe Hard, guys.
Okay. Yep.
But I'm behind on that one.
Oh, you are still going on that one.
I am, but I'm a few episodes behind. But yeah.
Okay.
Technically, let me look at my list. How about you? Just mostly
that's too many shows. That's too many shows.
Is it though?
I mean,
it's a lot.
Just looking at my queue here and my list.
Yeah.
Behind on My Dress Up Darling. That was another one. Still going through.
I do want to actually start that. That's one I'm going to see if Dana and I want to start soon, because we just finished Apothecary Diaries actually last night.
Oh, okay.
And it was I'd watch this most recent episode, and I was like, oh, let's watch. She's like, I'll watch it again though, and we watch it, and she's like, what? I don't know. I mean, we kind of figured out oh, this was the season finale. Never mind. Okay, cool. So we just finished up that, and I think we have room for My Dress Up Darling. And I was actually just stumbled upon an article that was talking about how it's super popular. It's one of the most popular slice of life / romance anime right now. It's almost as popular as some of the big shonen right now. So
okay, I didn't know how this season was doing, but certainly off the first season, it made a splash.
Think it's still being very well received from what I could tell from that article I read.
It's definitely, I'm sure, speaks to the heart of the weeb, audience.
Oh, sure.
So
undoubtedly.
Speaking of weebs, Andrea,
give it up for the weebs.
Transition.
That should be your softball team
Queen
name, Andrea.
I'm kidding. I'm sure there's a lot bigger weebs than us.
Yeah, well, no doubt, but it's not a competition.
Weebs get down.
No, but I mean, we're in the mix.
It's an honor just to be nominated.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome, Andrea.
Thank
just kind
you.
of went through what we've been watching a little bit. Me basically just being behind on everything.
Heard that.
I just
Phil,
lectured John.
yeah, just like,
me,
oh, look at all these shows I'm watching, John. Boy, it's sure is nice to be caught up on all these.
You're an animal. You're out. He's like, you're out of control, sir. You're out of control, and you need
Phil's
to.
an overachiever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's good thing you came because John and I really it was getting ugly.
Going at it. Yeah.
Little weeb interference.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How about you, Andrew? Anything? Been able to keep up on anything or dove into any new shows? Or
Yeah. I've been keeping up on some things, but I realized so I binged a bunch of that this week to catch up. Which was really fun because I got more fluffy lightness, but also some getting into some like important plot structure and some real stakes. So that was fun. It's fun to always like see that little bit of switch there. So I've really been enjoying that. I finished Devil May Cry. I watched the latest Kaiju, of course, and then I watched like a random light show that
Rory Rocks.
What?
Rory Rocks.
No.
Oh.
First, I thought you said Blue Ox, and I was like, God, they made like a Babe the Blue Ox anime, Minnesota.
Like, weird.
It would be so weird, but you know what? It would work. It could work.
that would work.
It would actually right?
Yep,
okay, we did it. I made an
Let's use AI.
anime. Look at that, my very first try.
Right.
I watched something that was highly rated and just kind of like popped up as like, hey, do you feel like you want to watch this? It's called 365 Days to the Wedding. And it's an anime about two people who work at a travel agency and they're opening a new branch in Alaska and they don't want to go. So they're like, hey, we're going to probably take single people. So they pretend that they're going to get married to avoid going to Alaska. And the first episode was
fall
like
in love.
Right, they're gonna fall in love. The first episode was like cute-ish, but very predictable. So I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's got high ratings, so maybe I'll give it another one. But it wasn't like a bad way to pass 20 minutes of my time, and it was nice fluff. So yeah,
nice.
I tried it out. I was just like, whatever. Why not?
Why not? Are you all the way caught up on Witch Watch? By the way.
I don't think I am. I think I'm maybe like one more left to watch.
Nice.
I didn't quite get there.
Yeah.
But I tried.
That line from I know you've seen this episode. That line where I forget the other witch that hangs around with their crew.
Meow.
Yeah, but she has a name.
Her surname is Meow. It's Miyo. Are you talking about the one that turns into a cat, right?
Yeah. I think
Isn't that clever?
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah. But when that scene when she's a cat and she's like, oh, I'm just such a dirty visitor cat. Dan and I say that all of the time to each other and to our cats.
That's spot on. That's so fitting.
Laughing for like 5 minutes. It was so funny.
All of her stuff as a cat is just dead. Like when she's like meeting everybody for the first time as like a person, and she's like, "Oh, I've met you. Oh, I've been here. Like, oh, you pet me." Like, oh,
she's so internally tortured about it. It's funny.
Yeah, she's a great addition to the show. Definitely for sure.
Great, yeah. I thought she would move in there eventually with all her bodyguards, but anyway.
I think it could still happen, but that house would be pretty crowded.
Yeah. Did you see the one where they like went to the beach or whatever, and she's like, "Did you bring a bikini?" And they're just like, "Oh no, yes, I did."
Yes. Sorry.
It's so funny. It's just the whole thing is just funny.
Ooh, I guess I'm 2 behind.
Okay. You're not too far behind.
Yeah, 19 and 20 I've got to go yet. Okay. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, getting a lot of fun there.
Yeah. I forgot to mention, John, earlier. I meant to tell you guys this, but last Friday, I think it was, Dana fell asleep pretty much instantly, but I watched most of Your Name. Has seen Your Name?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. The movie.
The movie. Just kind of on a whim. It's been on my list. I've heard it's really good. It was really good. It's like 2.5 hours long though, so I did fall asleep. It was like 1 a.m. So I probably have another 20 minutes to finish up, but I think I got the gist of where it was going. But yeah, quite good. Quite good. Animation is incredible. So
yeah, I think I watched that on the way to Japan.
Oh, okay. Oh, you've seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Very, very compelling story.
That reminded me. I've been wanting to watch like an anime movie. I haven't done that in quite a while. I really want to watch Suzume.
Yeah. I've heard good thing.
Yeah.
I've heard like it just keeps popping up on Netflix that I should be watching it, and I've just been like, every time I almost started.
John hates that idea. He just like walks. He's like,
he walks away.
I'm done with this shit.
These amateurs over here.
I do like that now that you've moved, there's a Darth Vader.
Indeed.
Cut out behind you. I didn't know that was
But only the bottom half.
Only the bottom half. It's important.
I don't know. I think it might be squared up on a certain part of his anatomy. John, you dirty bird.
It's like yeah, your name. I mean, Suzume. The only much a little bit about it. I know there's like a talking chair. I think.
Yes, and a cat and a door. And I don't know. It's just like the animation looked super beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've heard some good things about like the plot and like the emotional build of it. So yeah,
an emotional build.
I thought I had that one, and I didn't. I guess I was confusing it with this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a movie that I got that I've been meaning to watch.
I never really heard about it. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, and then I want to go back and watch Perfect Blue again.
Yes.
Satoshi Kon. It's a movie that's inspired a lot of different things.
Yep.
And I saw it many, many, many years ago. I own it on DVD.
Yep.
I've just never gone back to watch it. It's pretty heavy and pretty I don't know what's the word for it. In your head, a little psychedelic, I guess.
Sure. A little cerebral.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah. Yep. I see it on a lot of like top anime of all time lists and like top anime movies of all time and like anime you need to watch at least once type lists. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll keep each other updated if we pull the trigger on any of those films. And otherwise, I'll let you know. Hopefully, I can get a little more caught up on Witch Watch. Maybe we can have a discussion about that before too long.
Sure.
Before we jump into Kaiju, just let everybody know, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're right now live on Twitch, X, and YouTube. So any of those places are great. We're live streaming from the channel Popcast on the Rocks. And you can find that live stream, the anime show or the regular show on that channel Popcast on the Rocks anywhere. If you want just this content on demand, you can subscribe to our Ohio Anime YouTube channel. And you'll get only the anime content. So that's that. All right.
Can I say one other housekeeping thing quick before we can jump into Kaiju? I know that it's the day before Oktoberfest, but Dana and I are probably going to go to Demon Slayer and IMAX on Friday the 12th.
Nice.
So open invitation to anybody else who wants to go. I think we're going to go in... Well, I can tell you guys off air where, but it'll be, central to the metro central-ish, north central to the metro we live in. So
people track you down, meet you in person.
Well,
their Lord of Mysteries theories.
They just adore me and they mob me when I go in public, and so it's just a lot.
Right.
Wear one of your wigs.
If you do that going to Demon Slayer, someone is going to think you're just cosplaying.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay. Yes, I know. I have another friend that's saying, "Oh, are you going?" And I'm just like, I think maybe I might be able to pull off going to just a local theater quick to see it. Maybe
play for you in a local theater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's when we were at Fantastic Four, couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
the staff was putting up Demon Slayer signs all over the place.
Oh, cool.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wouldn't have expected that. So
I kind of wouldn't.
nice job.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
I think I wouldn't be surprised if it has the highest theater count of an anime movie. It's definitely growing, and I wouldn't be surprised.
100%. Me neither. Anyway, okay, that was it.
Yeah, no, great. Good PSA for everybody. It's coming soon.
Indeed.
Also, it's like a 2.5 hour movie. So, just everyone.
Is it? Okay,
Yep, settle in.
I suppose,
Yep, settle in. Don't pull
150 minutes.
Don't pull a Two Towers, Andrea, or whatever it was. What was that movie that you and Dana went to that you were like, I gotta pee, but I'm already 20 minutes in, and I'll just wait.
Return of the King. Return of the King. Yeah, like 10 minutes in, I held it the entire movie.
Insanity. That's insanity.
Yeah, but it ruins the experience.
Well, you know what else ruins the experience?
I
having to pee the whole time. It
was so good. I was able to like ignore it. Honestly, that happened to me again, though. Not quite as badly, but like an hour into King Kong. Like I realized I had to go to the bathroom, and that was the worst because I was very aware of it because it just like wasn't quite good enough to distract me from the fact that I had to
still
pee.
Not going to get up and.
But I still wouldn't do it because I don't do that. I've never gone to the bathroom in the middle of a movie. Never. I will not do it.
Give me your empty cup. Not even.
My dad like shook his water cup at me. He was like, shh. Like, he was so, oh God, he was such a dick.
That's kind of like, that might, I don't want to like, I don't know that that's like pathological, but that's, there's something that you want to just bring that up with a trained professional. No, I'm kidding.
Like much of my childhood. Yeah.
And my dad shook his water cup at me to troll me.
My dad, real world troll.
Right.
All right. I don't have a transition from that, so we're just we're just launching in.
He can't.
Kaiju number 8. We last spoke about this a little while back, just sort of our initial impressions on the like kind of a little side episode, and I think maybe the first real episode after that or something, but there wasn't a whole lot to go on it yet. But now we're on technically episode 17.
Yeah,
had a lot more happen, and this was actually the perfect place to no, I thought this was a perfect place to like section of show.
Oh yeah, no. You said I was making those my face and I was that was in response to you saying a lot more has happened, and I was like, I don't know about a lot more.
What? Okay. Well, I'm
yeah.
thinking it's a good this is a good endpoint to discuss.
It is.
It just so happened that way.
No,
but,
it is.
I'm not. Start with you, Phil. Then, what's your bones to pick here? Like, what's
I don't know.
What's not? What do you want to be happening? That's not happening.
I think it's moving a little slow for the start of the season 2 of a uber popular action anime. It's just like there hasn't been a ton of story progression in the. How many episodes has there been? 3 or 4?
Well, it's been
5. No, 4.
Yeah,
right.
4, 5.
I get confused because there's that episode before.
That's the
sixth day.
I don't really count that. I don't think that was technically part of the
5 episodes. In 5 episodes, we've basically gotten hey, we've got Hikaru or Shinomiya moving to a new squad.
Yep.
And she is like going to be sort of training under who we see as they're the best squad. And we're introduced to this guy, and he's kind of like weird and plays a lot of video games and has a messy room and all this sort of thing, but super powerful. And we get Kafka, they've resolutely we're going to use him. You're part of the defense force here, but don't let us down. And then we get a big attack. We get number 9 back, and we see how we get to start seeing how everybody's deployed, and what I guess we get a little showcase too first of like how powerful this number 1 squad is or whatever.
Sure. Yep.
Then we've got 9 back, and then Kafka can't transform. Can't get it up. It's not working out for him. And
there's like, there's a lot of pressure.
Stage fright, yeah. Right.
Sometimes that pressure to perform, can be tough.
Well, and he's failing there. And then we get a little background story on Shinomiya, which is our first. Is it Kikaru? Yeah. Sure. And which I liked. Thought was nice. Yeah. Nothing like crazy, unique, but good. And then we have, the evolving situation with 9, where it's like, okay, he's not what he seems. We figure out his plan, he had multiple goals here, and then we have a pretty catastrophic ending here with him achieving his one goal, and we lose an important character.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel, I don't know. I feel multiple ways about it. I certainly love the anime, and it isn't that I haven't been enjoying it. I just think it's a lot of I think there's just a lot of time spent on what's his name? Kafka being like, I'm not good enough, but I need to like do it for my team, and then him like gearing up to like punch things. I don't know. I just think like I want to see him evolve as a character. I think the show is, I guess, moving along at a reasonable clip. I want him to, I don't know, evolve. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. I agree in part with that, I think. I really liked that he struggled,
sure,
to transform in the field. Yeah. Because they were all like, all right, we're ready. And he's like, all right, it's my chance. Right. Prove it. Huh! Totally choked, major choke. And I think it made a lot of sense in context because he's now part of a new squad, and he sort of has to like build himself up back again. Like the end of last season was everybody splintering after that major attack at the base. And in retrospect, I really appreciated our weird transition episode, Hoshina's Day Off, because it was the last time really we got to see everybody together.
Sure.
I would have appreciated the like, hey, just warning, like this is our filler,
this is the start of the season yet.
Exactly.
Right.
Totally bungled the rollout. Yeah. But in retrospect, I appreciate the episode because then we could dive into this new season where you were like, right, everybody's splintered off from each other. Like, sure, Kafka Hibino and Kikaru Shinomiya are together, but they're with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the emotional tie, and he has to be reminded, like, no, this is still my dream. It's just a little bit different. I still have to lay it all out for the Defense Force. Kikaru's here. Like, I have to get back to the captain and prove to her. So I thought it was a good emotional thing, and it was a way to give them both a storyline together where she was like, get it together, man. And he was like, you're right. I got to get it together. After that, I agree with you. There was a lot of like wind up and punch for Kaiju number 8. And there were some moments in the kind of like secondary encounters with number 9 where I was like, great, new stuff. Like, he's now got rocket feet. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, like keep evolving, keep growing, keep finding new things to do. So I did want to move more in that direction. And I did feel like some of like the early stuff was a lot of like, everybody's just trying to clobber and time it. Right. And we should be evolving in the fight scene.
Yeah. No. That all sounds similar to how I feel. Like I like it all. Every episode I enjoy. It's gorgeously animated. It's fun. I don't know. There's just a couple little things like that. I also just like ants again. Come on.
Yeah.
Like everyone's doing ants. What's the deal? It's just come on. They had so many cool kaiju in season 1. clearly they have a lot of creative juices flowing over there. But ants, it's got ants in Solo Leveling. There's ants in something else, I think. And, come on.
Yep.
Keep it fresh.
I feel that. I feel that criticism. It's small, but they could have been creative. They did have some really cool kaiju that they were showing us, even when we got like throwback scenes where number 2 they were taking his power, number 1 or now at the end we have kaiju number 10 that gets revealed to us. So it's like like give me the interesting, like even number 9, he's finding new ways to evolve and be different than he was while retaining his generic mushroom flathead form. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. No, I think we're getting close to some like very big changes happening. And so it's not so much a criticism. I guess I'm being critical, but I just, it's fine. I'm excited for, I think maybe it's more that I'm anticipating new and bigger things happening and twists to the story. And I'm like excited for it. So I'm like, all right, I get what you're doing here. I get the setup. I'm just anxious for the, more
you're anxious for the payoff.
So yeah, exactly. So that's it. I still enjoy this, but it's just like, yeah, I get it. Kafka, you want to like protect your squad at all costs, and you're like very passionate about this. I understand. Got it.
Yeah, I think what maybe both of us are like agreeing on are like, we like the idea, just not maybe the execution. Like I think we both like the idea of maybe him choking a little bit and like having to overcome an obstacle. It's just like the self-talk felt a little familiar. Like we could have dealt with it a little bit, in a new way.
It's kind of similar to, it's just in ways it's similar to how he was like emotionally and psychologically processing this. Similarly, the way it seems similar to season 1. It's a lot of the same similar themes. Like, I'm not good enough, but I need to protect my crew, and I'm afraid of like this taking over, but I need to do it. It's like, this is just like, it seems like covered area.
I think what to me it seems like they're doing is, and what I liked about these episodes was the focus on when it's not Kafka. So really, I liked the focus on Kikuru here and her dad, and the learning about the new number 1 captain guy. I liked all those things, and so like had to throw in those elements of like, hey, Kafka's still here, he's still dealing with the stuff, But like really, all this setup then is to solidify, because not only is this going to, as we see in this last episode, does it fortify Kikuru and her I will be the best. That's going to do the same for Kafka too. As he talks to the first rank captain, he says, I know you won't turn me down. We're the only 2 that were there and understand. And so
I like that.
I think that it's, these all episodes were really us giving us a little bit of something to feel emotional about. We get a little backstory. We get a new layout for, who's on what team. And then we set up the big kill that is going to re-energize and motivate everyone. Because you can imagine Kafka, like, he knows he has to protect people and he wants to do this, whatever, but when you vividly imagine your fist through the chest of someone you care deeply for, and then all the bodies around, like, it's going to be a tough thing to get over. But I think this is the push that, regardless of what happens, like the captain says, I'll put you down myself if you get out of hand. And so it's like he can have a trust in that. So coming to again, that was an important thing for him, coming to, because he's had those talks before, but that was the new element, I think, was that I have to respect my fellow teammates enough that they're all going to do their job and take care of their part of it. And I'll deal with me, and they'll deal with me too if they have to, so.
True. I think a small part of them, though, doesn't know if they can. Like, the captain wouldn't have been able to take they weren't able to take number 9 down. And and Kafka's probably as powerful as number 9 or close to it. And at one point when they were like guarding him and stuff in season 1, they were like, wow, this seems kind of silly, because if he wanted to break out of here, he could. Like,
yeah, well, like, that's the interesting thing. That's what, I was worried, like, is number 9going to be too powerful? And so they have to spend this time with him, like, being unsure and all this sort of thing, because if he's just the best there is, but he's not anymore. Like, he clearly, to me, is, what seems like on some sort of level with this head captain. And
maybe close,
where he was more powerful than 9. That was, like, from what we can tell, his copies.
Right.
His weak copies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was hoping more from. And now the main vessel has absorbed another kaiju weapon and is, like, leaps and bounds above the both of them. So it gives everybody something that they really gotta push for and get better at.
True.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that twist to the plot, because of course, the first set of episodes really make us think that, number 9's back for revenge on Kafka / number 8, and he wants to capture him, get his power. Like, you shouldn't have this. Like, this isn't yours. And then he pulls the bait and switch and goes after, the president there. And it's just like, dang, like, I wasn't expecting that.
Sure.
I really wasn't. That his goal was, like, to absorb and take back number 2's power. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Both emotional stakes and obviously, like, power stakes now too.
Yes.
I just really think it's gonna come out. There's gonna be some huge twists in this season. I just really think there's likely way deeper conspiracy here. Like, I think, someone infected him with that kaiju. It's not like this dragonfly mosquito looking kaiju thing just randomly was, like, showed up and, like, went into Kafka. Like, there's a something going on. And there's going to be I'm sure there'll be, like, we're going to find out that Kaiju number 9 is in league with, like, some, like, humans who are trying to take over the world or something. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of, like, evil society behind all this in some way.
I mean, I guess. Okay, I hadn't thought of that. I was thinking, like, that the kaiju are evolving and they're way more advanced than we've given them credit for at this point.
I mean, that's true too, but I still think there's someone behind all this, like, moving the pieces that just hasn't been, like, I don't think Kaiju number 9 is, like, the ultimate big bad. I think there's someone above him pulling the strings.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think number 9 is going to be our ultimate big bad, or at least not our only. There might be, like, some vying for power in a hierarchy somewhere, but I'm not sold on maybe, like, a human component of that.
Fair. I thought it was,
but I could be.
I think that, Andrea, not to interrupt you, is because
no, it's okay.
When they were like, oh, this is this new thing that the general had authorized us to work on, and that, like, the guy who assumed his second in command, who was like, "Ugh, okay, we'll keep working on it," and they didn't actually really show what it was. It was kind of, like, mostly off camera. I just think, like, there's just some. It's a little sus. It was just a little sus.
Yeah. I mean, it could definitely be, like, the Defense Force could be developing things and things go wrong. There could be, cover-ups or, somebody with hidden agendas, obviously. Right. Yeah. Or, like, we're just, like, experimenting with all of these kaiju weaponry for something else. Like, I don't know. It totally could.
I wouldn't rule it out. I just don't think they're hinting at that at this point. So I feel like if that's a thing that comes to pass, it'll be much later when they've like we've concluded with this, and then they need something else to tell us. So then they start on that path, like
Sure.
But,
He's just so cool. You need to. He needs to do more than just like punch, like Dragon Ball Z or One Punch Man, which is awesome. But
I agree.
Been done before. You need to be shooting some crazy kaiju lasers out of your eyes or something. I don't know what it's going to be, but you got to do something else. I want to.
That's why I said like when he had laser or rocket feet, I was like, yes, cool.
Right. Yeah, that was cool. But it just needs to the action needs to evolve, and I'm sure it will. I'm just like excited for it.
Okay. I mean, can't some of those other powers be taken up by the other people? I do like that so far. It seems like we're going to have other characters that still play a role.
Yeah,
are still powerful, and they're going to try to keep up and sort of thing. And so he's not just like the one all powerful being, and he has to do it all. This isn't solo leveling,
sure. Or like, I don't want him to be like, Jinwoo or like Saitama, but Phil, I like him to do different things.
Yeah, no, I feel like, so I'm remembering now that I had a similar thought because two of the fights were very similar with Kafka and Shinomiya, like the father.
Sure.
Where they both did like an arm punch with 9, and then they like met and like the arm rippled. Yeah. And they both did like, it was like repeating just like punch blows that stopped each other. And then their like arm fell off or like it rippled and blood spurted out. And I was like, this is like the exact same thing that they just did.
Yeah.
So yes. So I feel that it was like weird that it was like the same move that everybody did. I was like, why are we doing that again?
Right.
And it even felt like the arm split in the same way. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so it was very odd, or like, if somebody needed a better move. I honestly kind of thought it was going to be Shinomiya with number 2's power. He was going to do something different, you know, with the blast.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, Kafka's got a lot of like punching experience.
Yeah. Right.
But I just kind of thought like he was going to be a little bit more unique. But
yeah, well, it's just you know, if the writers want some ideas and some notes, I'm happy to help. I mean, I know it's based off a manga, but you know, there's so many things they could do. He's a kaiju. You know, have him like rip out his own femur and like stab someone with it. I don't know. It'd be like this like crazy. He's like unlimited power. They could do anything.
Like a demon Cubone.
Yeah,
the Pokemon.
Sure. Yeah, we could do anything.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Like evolve beyond punching for the next fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people
that he can do some other crazy kaiju stuff. Because the other guy does.
Yeah, a lot of people I felt like stretched themselves. Like Kikaru, especially in these episodes, was fighting with everything she could get her hands on. You know what I mean? Like she had guns, she had her special like sweet axe. Yeah,
her axe
is
very cool.
God, I love it.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, so she was just like anything and everything. She had a staff at one point. You know, she was thrown around by Kafka to like, you know, get like a little extra leverage in her attacks and stuff. So like that was cool. She was just like, I will use everything. So yeah, so maybe give us a little
captain.
Like what?
And then the head captain too. He was he has this like gun blade, you know.
He's
gun blade,
sword plus a gun, plus he's got his extra ability of like kind of seeing slightly in the future. And,
that's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, give Kafka a little variety too.
Yeah. But I mean, these are pretty minor like critiques. I think.
Yeah.
It's obviously an extremely well done show. Very entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah, so here with Shinomiya, like I thought like these bolts were gonna do some crazy stuff or like, you know, eject or I don't know, like I don't know, move into like a baton or it's something. I just was sort of a little bit disappointed with just like the punch and blast.
Sure.
Yep.
So he's such an awesome character, and his fight with Kafka was just like penultimate in the last season. And so I was looking for a little bit more creativity, I think, and a little bit more interesting use in him against 9.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I wrote down, I forget exactly when it was, but there was a little unnecessary exposition that I didn't prefer. It was someone talking to someone else in like Command Central, I think, saying very obvious things. I didn't prefer that.
Yeah.
And then my issue was, I guess, when he finally transformed, I felt like they were trying to be, I don't know, trying to be a little too flashy with it or something, like trying to make a really big deal about him actually transforming because he's like running up the wall and stuff or whatever. It's fine. I just didn't buy the drama of it.
Sure.
That they were or whatever. It just felt again unnecessary. The song is cool, and that's one thing. I think the music in this has been really good. Like,
definitely.
Not only just the opening, which let me just say, the opening of season 1 and now season 2 are just phenomenal. The song and the cinematics are phenomenal.
Excellent.
They're branching out from like Japanese artists or whatever, but they've picked well, and they're good songs, and the lyrics of this one are really good. It's like you can't hide from yourself.
Run for yourself, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
And then the music throughout the season too has been standout. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great show. All of it's great for sure. And I realize, as far as like some of my critiques about like pacing and stuff, like obviously they're working off of a manga, so it is what it is.
But they have leeway there,
Sure,
and it's like you see Don to Don, they embellish action sequences quite a bit,
Sure.
and so
really good.
Okay. Well, any other like characters we haven't touched on that we want to say? We kind of have to say goodbye to Isao Shinomi.
I know. I mean, maybe sort of. I mean, he's clearly gonna pop up within number 9.
Right. Yeah.
And I have a feeling there's going to be some emotional manipulation for sure.
Right. I like his daughter saying, like, basically saying, I just won't rest till my father's at peace, basically.
Right.
Yes.
I like that she's not, at this point, it seems like he's not like, I can get him back. He's still alive or whatever. It's just like, no, he's being used here. And
she's like, I'm going to avenge him by killing him / Kaiju number 9. I don't how could he be alive in there though? Come on. Like he got ripped in half at the end of that last episode, and
it was, I mean, it's a little confusing, and they've sort of left it a little bit vague because I know number 9 says like I killed and absorbed him.
Yeah.
But also like his body still seemed to be separate at one point. So it's like maybe it was like a copy that he made because obviously he can make copies of himself, but maybe not. But then now he's like within and he can just like peer out. So is he, just like a puppet, or is there something? I think they could tease us with that a little bit. They have some room to like be emotionally impactful with like, maybe we'll throw you a bone and give you some hope, but Anyway, I think they did it
that way.
Right. They did it well so that, we clearly are going to be emotionally invested in that later on as well as right now. I obviously watching Kikaru's background and knowing she already lost her mother to the kaiju and now she's losing her father was like, ugh, gut punch. Like poor Kikaru.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, in revisiting the past, I did want to say I really loved Kafka getting a little bit of time to go back to his apartment, like do normal things, and then like go see his buddies on the cleanup crew.
That's cool.
And get like adorably excited over like, oh, you got a new chainsaw. Like, this is the new model. Can I test it out? Like, just brought me back to like the first, couple episodes of the show where they balanced this like weird humor of the cleanup crew versus, the epic glory of battling the kaiju. So props to the show for taking us back there and giving us a cute moment for Kafka.
Definitely.
Which I think will be relevant again because it was one of the things I liked early on about the show where he was like using his cleanup crew knowledge to be like, hey, I can identify where the cores are and I can help you practically that way too. So I hope we get a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that these last few episodes, this is sort of, and so maybe this is maybe what you're feeling, Phil, and some of the uh, things that bothered you is just that it does feel transitionary. Like we're like you said, the opening sort of thing was like the last time we get to see the team together before they split. And then now we have this death, and Kafka gets to say goodbye. And even though he's not saying goodbye, that really is what we're getting here. And then we have the reveal that he might not be able to turn back human eventually because he's not fully. He's got a little piece left. So I think this is the whole turning point where it's like, I think we will have fewer of those lighter moments just because. Like the world's changing now, we're outmatched, we're outclassed, we've lost our leader, our family we've built together is separate, and I've said goodbye to my past life, and now I've accepted I might have to say goodbye to my human life at all for Kafka.
I mean, I think that's a really good summation of like what's kind of at the transition period here, John. But I had this thought when I was watching it, if he becomes all kaiju, like but as long as he keeps his own like Kafka brain, like no big deal, right? He could just be a kaiju all the time. Still like a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst, but it'd be like, bring it up again. Andrew said clobbering time. It's like The Thing, you're stuck. Your friends are normal and you're not.
Yeah.
And so, you're super powerful, but try having normal relationships. Try, living normal life.
I mean, I guess he does ultimately probably want to get with the captain. What's her name?
I don't know. I mean, has he been friend zoned like since they were 6?
He's definitely in love with her. Nah, of course he's in love with her.
Well, he might be, but I'm just saying, like, he maybe has been friend zoned by her.
Humans and kaiju can have relationships.
I mean, you can have a relationship.
So here's the interesting thing. Like, I'm just sort of like thinking about this right now. Here's the interesting thing. So at the end of the episode, they're like, "Hey, you might not be able to turn back." How do they know that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
they don't. They just literally seeing that he has a part of them that at the moment is not turning back. So they're just like, it's possible.
So I'm just saying, like, either this is a hint that like there's definitely something that we're not being told because somehow maybe this has happened before, or it's like a total red herring. Like they have no idea, but they assume the worst.
Right.
But it could be fine. He could, be. So I'm just saying, like,
just don't worry about it. You just keep covering more of your body if it happens, more and more. Just.
I mean, if this has truly never happened before, if they have 0 case studies, 0 experience with this, then like, sure, maybe that could be the case that he doesn't transfer. But they don't know for certain,
right?
Maybe
this not 0 case studies.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe so the Defense Force has been experimenting with turning soldiers into kaiju for years. Maybe they're the ones that sent that dragonfly mosquito kaiju to implant him.
And it landed in the wrong person.
Who's it supposed to go into? Oh, that white dude? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it was just supposed to go into somebody else and they were like, shit. Well, we got him now. Let's study him.
Right.
Phil's been watching too much real world news here, and it's like crossing over into kaiju land. Suspicious of it all.
It is an interesting thing to think about. Either they are saying this because somewhere along the line somebody higher up knows a little bit more than they're saying, or they're just assuming that it's going to become more difficult for Kafka.
Would we be happy if there was some other scheme that was causing this and knowledge about like what's happening here from someone even higher up, or would that be less desirable than no, this is a first and we don't know?
I think it would be more unique for this to be, not like a subplot of, you know what I mean? It would be more unique if it's just like, this really is just random chance. And this is the first guy, I think it's more common for there to be like nefarious forces behind the scenes, like, we've been doing
Umbrella
experiments
Corp,
for years.
right?
Right. Yeah. So it'd certainly be more unique, and I would not be opposed to that.
Yeah, I like that. I like conspiracies.
Yeah,
secret organizations.
Pulling
Probably I like Lord of Mystery so much. It's just like
Edgelord.
All secret, right? Edgelords, aura farming, anything like that. I'm interested in.
String. Yeah, no, I mean, either way, but it's just an interesting thing to ponder. Either way it goes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Not for me.
I don't think so. No.
I've just enjoyed that Kaiju No.8 is back. I have small, like Phil, small nitpicky things to say, like, oh, I wish that might be better. There was something here that I thought.
Sure. Yeah.
But overall, I think they're doing well with the new season.
Agreed.
And I can't wait to find out about Kaiju No.10.
Yeah, I'm excited for like more new stuff.
Yep.
Yes. I'm really excited about this transformation of 9. I'm just happy that before he was interesting and his like kind of analytical way, he was trying to learn from things and stuff, but and it was an interesting perspective, like, okay, he's not as powerful as 8, but he's gonna plan things around and scheme and make things work or whatever. But now he's not only that, but his design, I think, has improved a lot. He's a lot more terrifying and he's a lot more powerful. So I'm happy where he's going.
Absolutely. Yep. All good.
Okay.
All good stuff.
Okay, well, that's Kaiju No.8. What we've got of season 2 thus far through episode 17. What do you guys think? Like, does it make more sense because Crunchyroll labels it? It puts it in the season 2 bracket, and then it says episodes 16, 17, whatever. I'm used to doing season 2 episodes 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
New numeration for a new season, but that's not how Crunchyroll labels it. So I don't know. I guess I'm
like
just gonna,
for like titling the.
For titling it and like not make it confusing for people. I don't want people to think, oh, this is season 2, the 13th episode of season 2.
Yeah.
No, it's episode 13 of the whole show.
Right.
That happens to be in season 2.
I do find that confusing.
Right?
Just have it be like season 1. Like it's still season 1, just the second half. It's the back half. People get that. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't change the season if you're going to keep the episode numbers continuing.
Going, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know which way is best. All I know is like if I was like trying to look up, okay, how far are they talking about it? It says 17, and I look on Crunchyroll and it's labeled as such. I'm hoping that's not confusing then. That makes sense. As opposed to like, okay, we discussed now season 2 episodes 1 through
still 6. Yeah, that's true.
And you have to count through them.
Was I just frozen there for a minute?
You guys, yes, you were.
Okay.
Great expression too. Like really.
In my view, I was the only one who wasn't frozen. And I was like, you guys, so I'd be curious to see on the live stream what actually shows or on the recording, because we all have the same experience. The other two were frozen.
No, John and I were fine.
Yep. Funny. Okay, well then your guys. It was probably mine then. That was weird though that I wasn't frozen. Usually, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It happens to me sometimes. So you never can predict what it's doing.
Sure. Yep. Okay. Funny.
Okay. Well, anyways, that aside, thank you guys for being here and talking about Kaiju No.8. Next week we'll be back either with another anime episode and talking about Dawn to Dawn, catching up on Dawn to Dawn, or it'll be a Popcast live, and we'll talk about probably either all the James Bond rumors, because we haven't actually really talked about all those things, or Superman, unless we want to like save that or something for something else. It's Gamescom going on. There's all kinds of stuff. So
that's true. That's also true.
Yes. Either way, subscribe to be up on the latest. So Popcast on the Rocks, Ohio Anime, and that's it, guys. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, John.
Sounds good. We'll see ya.